afternoon. On behalf of the states parties to the International Criminal Court, I welcome the decision of Pre-Trial Chamber 1 of the ICC to issue warrants of arrest for Muammar Abu Gaddafi, Saif al-Islam Gaddafi, and Abdullah al-Saynusi for crimes against humanity today. The court has worked quickly and efficiently, rendering this decision less than 3.5 months since the situation was referred to it by the Security Council. I am aware of the efforts exerted by all involved, for which the states parties are most grateful. I would like to recall that the Libya situation was referred to the court by unanimous decision of the Security Council in its resolution 1970. This was the first ever consensual Security Council referral of any situation to the court, which reflects an international agreement on the issue. This consensus has profoundly and positively affected the level of cooperation extended to the court and consequently the efficiency with which it was able to carry out its investigations. As the international community continues to ponder its further course of action on the situation in Libya, it is worth reaffirming the international consensus that those bearing the highest level of responsibility for the most serious crimes committed in Libya must be brought to justice. With the issuance of the warrants of arrest, states are once again tasked to extend their full cooperation to the court to render its decisions effective. It is the unequivocal duty of all states parties, as well as of the Libyan Arab Jahamiriya, to execute these warrants of arrest. In this, as in all situations, the court cannot complete its mandate without the full support and cooperation from states. This will also be of particular importance as far as the financing of the costs arising from this investigation. And I hope that the Council will effectively follow up on its resolution 1970. I am in The Hague today as part of my regular duties as the President of the Assembly, and I just happened to be here on this very important moment when the pre-trial chamber has made public its decision on the situation in Libya. I am also here for the regular business of the Assembly of States Parties. That includes in particular also the work of the search committee that the Bureau of the Assembly has established to identify the successor of Chief Prosecutor Luis Moreno Ocampo, who, as you know, will leave his office in June 2012. I would also like to take this opportunity to update you on a very important accession to the Rome Statute that took place this Friday, when Tunisia, as the first state from North Africa, the 4th state member of the Arab League and the 116th state overall, became a party to the Rome Statute by depositing its instrument of accession. This was an extremely important development that is testimony to the fundamental changes that we have been witnessing over the past few months, in particular in that region of the world, but also globally. And as states parties, we were extremely gratified to see that the government of Tunisia, at the beginning of a new chapter in its history, decided to send this strong message in the fight against impunity by joining the ICC. And I'm hopeful and confident that many other states will follow the important example set by the government of Tunisia. In this respect, I would like to make a brief reference to a conference that was organized by the Arab League jointly with the International Criminal Court, the first ever meeting of such kind that took place mid-May in Doha, Qatar, that has illustrated the opening of the states represented in the Arab League to the International Criminal Court, and we look forward to working with those members of the Arab League that yet have to join the Rome Statute and to welcome them soon as part of the ICC family. These are my brief remarks, and I'll be happy to take any questions that you may have.
Mr. President, you briefly mentioned the search committee. We know that the procedure for nomination of a candidate for the succession of the prosecutor has been opened. I wonder if you could elaborate a bit more on that process of nominations. I wonder if you could explain us which direction you see this process going. One aspect that might be of interest is to know if you see a consensus emerging that the new prosecutor should be from Africa.
Thank you very much. The search committee was established by the Bureau, which is sort of the steering committee of the Assembly, in order to help states parties implement the relevant provisions of the Rome Statute that are in particular Article 41 that talk about the qualifications for the office of Chief Prosecutor, but also the decision made by the Assembly that every effort should be made to find a consensual agreement on the person that is to serve as the prosecutor. So it's against this background and with this spirit that the search committee has been established. It is a committee that is both receptive in that it receives applications and expressions of interest, but it is also proactive in that it goes out and seeks to identify possible suitable candidates. The coordinator of the search committee, His Excellency Prince Said Rad Al Hussein from Jordan, is currently on his way to Seoul, Korea for the annual meeting of international prosecutors, as one example of this effort. I think to answer the second part of your question, we have of course the expression from the African Union that the prosecutor, the next prosecutor should be from Africa. This has not been discussed in that sense formally among the wider membership.
Thank you very much. Thank you to you.